Over the past 7 years, I've been able to build several lucrative dropshipping stores, and I've helped many new sellers build profitable stores as well. But not everyone is successful when it comes to dropshipping. In fact, recently I talked to my most successful dropshipping students, and they told me several things that they wish they had known about before they had gotten started. And in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what they told me so that if you've been trying to build a dropshipping store of your own that actually works, then this may end up being the most important video that you watch. The first thing you need to realize is that while there are many different websites that you can dropship on, some of them, quite frankly, are better than others. And that's because we've seen over the past few years a growing trend. Increasingly, more people are doing all of their shopping on websites like Amazon.com, eBay.com, on TikTok Shop, or Etsy. But that also means that selling products on your own website has become very difficult. And I get that this is the way that most people do dropshipping. They sign up for something like Shopify, build their own e-commerce website on it, and then dropship there. And don't get me wrong, this certainly works, but I'm arguing that for beginners, it is not the best approach. Not only is it very difficult to get customers to actually find your website, but once they're there, you then have to build enough trust to get them to actually buy from you. If you sell on an existing marketplace like eBay, for instance, you can take advantage of the trust that customers already have with that website. That's why I always recommend that beginners start on a marketplace over something like building your own website like we see people do with Shopify. But the question is, which one? As I showed you, there are so many different places you can sell: Amazon, eBay, TikTok Shop, Etsy. So which one should you be selling on? And that question right there results in people making a huge mistake when it comes to dropshipping. Because honestly, you shouldn't be choosing just one. For this to make sense, let me introduce you to the software that I use to run my dropshipping stores. It's called AutoDS. This is it right here. Now, what this allows you to do is automate a lot of the dropshipping process using this software. So it will actually add items into your store, it will reprice them and restock them. I'll show you more of that later, but for now I just want to highlight one thing, and that's how many different marketplaces and websites this works with. So you can see right here, using this one software, I can sell on Facebook Marketplace, I can sell on eBay, I can sell on Amazon, I can sell on Etsy, or I can sell on my own website using things like Wix, WooCommerce, or Shopify. And in fact, through Shopify, I can even sell on TikTok Shop. So you can see, using this one software, I'm able to sell in all of these different places. And that right there is the key. The most successful dropshippers that I meet, that I interact with, don't sell on just one website. They sell on many different websites. Because once you get a system down, which you can easily do with a software like this, let's say you get a system down and you're selling on eBay, what you'll discover is that it's very easy and quick to pivot to a new marketplace like Facebook Marketplace or TikTok Shop or even Etsy. So it really makes a lot of sense to take what you're doing with dropshipping and sell in all of these different marketplaces. You'll get so much more exposure there and really see a lot of success. And AutoDS luckily makes that very easy to do. Let's say, for instance, I found this bodyboard on Amazon that I want to dropship. Well, all I have to do is copy down the URL for this product and come over here to AutoDS. Now I can click on the top left here where it says Add Product. And you can see I can add this into my eBay store, into my Shopify store, into my Facebook store, into my Etsy store, or even my TikTok Shop. In this case, I'm going to choose to add it to my eBay store. And then I'll paste in that URL, click right here. And what it's doing is it's bringing in all of the information from Amazon for me automatically. So that includes all the photos, it includes the description, it includes the title. All of it's available for me, and I can edit this, I can change it to optimize it exactly the way that I want it, or I can just list it, quite frankly, if I want to do that. So you can see right here, we have the description that it brought in. It makes it look really nice for eBay. It brings in all of the variations. So in other words, this is available in a ton of different colors. I can sell all of those different colors, or I can choose which ones I want to sell and delete the other ones. And you see it brings in all of the images as well. So all of that just takes a few seconds. and then I can click on Save and Import, and that can then be live in my eBay store, in my Etsy store, in my Amazon store if I wanted to, in my TikTok shop, all of these different places very, very quickly. And because I listed with this software, if this item goes out of stock on Amazon, that will automatically be updated in my store as well. If the item's price changes, that will be updated in my store as well, which makes it very, very easy and automated. So with all of that taken care of, all you really have to worry about as a dropshipper is actually feeding items into this system. And that requires you to do something called product research, which is basically finding the best items to dropship. So the way that I do that is using this software right here. It's called Zeek. And like I said before, this is all about building a system. And this is part of that system. This is how we find those products that we can then put into AutoDS to actually dropship ourselves. And luckily, this software makes it very easy to find trending products that people actually are buying already on these different marketplaces. So for instance, right when you log in on the dashboard, it gives you a ton of these great selling items without you even having to do any work yourself. So for instance, it has this, whatever this belt is right here. This is telling me it has sold 4 times in the past week for about an $8 profit, right? And this is an item that I can source from Amazon. In fact, if I were to click here, it would bring me right to the product on Amazon, and then I can just feed that into AutoDS. And what I like about this is that it is showing me products that are hot and popular right now. This is showing me that over the past week, this item is sold 4 times. So I don't care if this item is sold 24 times, if it's sold 24 times 3 years ago, right? What I care about is what is popular now. And that's what this is showing me. It's also showing me that whatever these steaks are have sold 3 times in the past week. Only about a $4.25 profit, but hey, you list it up for sale once, it sells 3 times, then 6, then 12, then dozens of times, and because you have the software automating it for you, you really don't have to do a lot of extra work once you find it using the software. This isn't the only tool on here, there's a lot in here. One of my favorites is this section over here called the Trending Dropshippers section, because what this reveals to you are other dropshippers who are actually doing very well with the system. So for instance, we have this seller right here who has done about $40,000 a month in sales. So if I were to click this button, it'll actually scan their store and show me their most popular items. So right here at the top, we see that this item right here has sold 48 times in the past month. This one has sold 25 times. This one has sold 23 times. So you can go in, take a look at all of their products, actually find them using whatever supplier you want to use, like Amazon, and then list them into your own store using something like AutoDS. There are a lot of tools that Zeek has available for you to quickly find these items. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in this video going over it, but the point is that they have lots of different ways for you to find these winning products. And then once you feed them into AutoDS and they're actually listed for sale, you can actually set up AutoDS to automatically order the item from Amazon for you every time you get an order and automatically ship it to the customer, which really truly makes this system so much more automated. By the way, guys, if you want a link to all of the software that I use to run my dropshipping stores and all of the software that I've been talking about in this video, click the first link in the description down below. That will enable you to download my free dropshipping software guide. Inside of that, I talk about all of the software I recommend for dropshipping, why I recommend it. There's links to all the software with discounts, and there's some bonus information in there as well about dropshipping that I've never revealed here on YouTube. So definitely check it out. It's at the first link in the description down below. Now, one of the other key things that my successful students told me is very important when it comes to running a successful dropshipping store is actually your mindset. You see, starting an online business is going to be difficult. You're going to run into challenges along the way. You're going to run into roadblocks. Most people, quite frankly, give up way too soon when it comes to dropshipping. So you really need to believe in yourself and believe in your success. And probably more importantly, you need to know why you are doing this. Why is it that you want to build a successful dropshipping store? If your why is strong enough, you can overcome any obstacle along the way. And I know that because we know other people who have been very successful with dropshipping. So we know that this works. The question then becomes, why not you? Why can't you be just as successful as the other people who have done well with dropshipping? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to download my free software guide at the first link in the description down below. Then make sure you spend some time learning product research. In fact, I have a whole video on it right here. This is the most important skill you need to master to do well as a dropshipper. So definitely check out this video to learn more about how to do it. And I'll see you over there in just 1 second.